Today I'm so excited as I'm jumping on board the suites on Singapore Airlines Airbus A380. I hope you'll join me and enjoy the video. My journey begins with me checking in the exclusive area for first class passengers, which took a whole 2 minutes before being invited to the private room. The private room is only available to passengers travelling on Singapore Airlines first class, and it's here on the left hand side. If you're travelling Star Alliance first class or you hold status, then you'll have to visit the first class lounge, which is on the right. The private room is open daily from 5:30 in the morning till 2:30 at night. The capacity is 78 passengers, although based on its exclusivity, it's very unlikely you'll see more than a dozen passengers at any one time. The private room has many amenities, which we'll cover later on, and dining is a la carte rather than a buffet. The staff are superb, and this is Selena from Vietnam. She was so friendly and positive and very charming. Here's a look at the menu. Can you believe I didn't order anything except just one croissant and no champagne? Yes, that's true. The design and decoration in the lounge is fairly minimal, but in my view, this gives it a higher level of elegance. There are a variety of seating options from chairs to sofas, and most seats come with charging options, whether it's plugs or USB ports, and some tables also have wireless charging options. One of the great features of the first class lounges is being able to use the day room subject to availability. These come either with a comfortable lazy chair or a full bed, desk and chair. Food is not permitted in these rooms and access is limited to 2 hours. If you want to freshen up, you can use these gorgeous marble bathrooms which feature a number of sinks if you want to brush your teeth or have a shave, or indeed if you want to have a shower, they have 3 cubicles. This is a look at the largest one, and all feature products from Lelique, just like on board Singapore Airlines. So boarding's begun, let's head over to the gate. Today we're travelling on board the flagship Airbus A380 from Singapore to London with an approximate flight time of 14 hours 20 minutes. But before we jump on board, let's have a quick look at the seating options. The suites cabin is located at the very front of the aircraft on the upper deck and is made up of 6 suites in a 1-1 configuration. Row 3 is considered a solo suite and is the smallest of the suites. Rows 1 and 2 are considered couples suites as they can be combined and effectively giving you a queen size bed in the sky. There are a number of the top airlines still using the Airbus A380 today, and some of these also have first class products, but in my opinion none of them have quite the luxurious product as Singapore Airlines. The space is pretty much the same across all of the airlines, so Singapore Airlines has 6 suites. If you compare that to the other airlines, Qatar has 8 suites, Lufthansa has 8 suites, Etihad has 9 suites, and Emirates packs a whopping 14 suites, and does British Airways 14 suites in the same space. So with Singapore Airlines only having 6 suites, each suite is larger and has more space, and this is one of the key factors among many that makes these suites feel more luxurious than its competitors. Let's jump on board. I'm going to be in suite 2A for the next 14.5 hours, and let me introduce you to Linda. Hello.
I'm here to present you the toiletry pouch. So these are the toiletry pouch for Jan. We have the moisturizer, lip balm, etc.
Perfect.
And I've got you the medium-sized pajamas as requested.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. If it doesn't fit, I'll just change a new size for you.
Okay.
May I just keep this here for you?
Sure.
That's a good way to start the day, isn't it?
That's right.
We'll be serving 2 meals today. Yes, and we have snacks in between. Yes.
Is it dine on demand?
You can choose to have your meal. I mean, if you're not hungry,
Yeah.
yes, you can choose to have the meal anytime that you like.
Yeah. So
We always call them the flexi dining.
We'll now do a tour of the suite, and Linda's going to help. The swivel seat measures in at 21 inches in width and has seat controls hidden in the armrest and a headphone jack at the end of the armrest. There was another headphone jack on the main unit, and there were also ports and plugs for charging and device connectivity. There's also a thoughtful plug and port on the right hand side if you wanted to use it whilst using the table. Back to the left, there are 2 storage units with padded interiors which will protect items such as glasses, and a vanity mirror in the middle. There was plenty of storage options below this as well, and to the right, just underneath my champagne glass, were plenty of controls again, which controlled the lights, the seats and so on. Next to this were headphones, and behind my champagne glass was a tablet, which we'll look at later on. Behind this there were 2 windows which were electronically controlled and had 3 settings, which were open, partially dimmed or blackout. There's also a lamp found in 3 of the 4 corners of your suite, as well as a 32-inch flat screen TV, the dividing partition that separates suites 1A and 2A, and of course your bed, which we'll look at all later on. Now it's over to Linda to demonstrate some of the features of the suite, starting off with the controls in the armrest.
So this will be the remote control for the TV. You just need to press this button to bring it out.
Yeah.
Yes. I control the TV by pressing the this is the button. Let me try the left button. Yes. Okay, press and hold.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll bring you to the takeoff landing position. Yes. Here.
Yes.
You have a single bed here.
Yes.
Which will deploy later. Should you need to rest.
Yeah, we'll do.
Just let us know. Here. Because it's kind of heavy, so we are trained. You need somebody that's trained.
So this is your gym.
Pull up the bed. Yes. Sort of. It is very heavy.
Okay.
So you need to just lift this up, open, to access the table, and you just need to press it down to spring it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, turns as well.
Come this way. That's why your seat needs to come.
Yes. Does it move back and forward?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Not much.
By the entrance of your suite, you'll also find a closet. In here, you'll find more storage space big enough to put your cabin bag or backpack. You'll also find hangers to hang up any clothes, and in the door, you'll also find your eye mask, socks and slippers. The boarding process was very personal and very enjoyable, especially talking to Linda. It got even better then as they brought round champagne, which was of course Krug.
Sure, let me get some champagne.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention.
Wait, I don't remember seeing that. I think I was having so much fun, but luckily for first class passengers there was this announcement which helps.
Key functions within your suite can be controlled from 3 places: the panel on your armrest, the wireless tablet, and from the credenza. During takeoff and landing, face your seat forward by selecting the takeoff and landing icon. Thank you for flying with Singapore Airlines. Have a pleasant flight.
It's now time for a fun fact. The Airbus A380 has about 220 windows. Stick around as there'll be more fun facts later. Here's a quick look at the amenities on board and available for flights from Singapore to London. Another really nice touch was after takeoff, Linda came and told me that the seatbelt sign is off, so I can take it off and relax.
The seatbelt sign is off now.
We'll now check out the pyjamas. The lovely Linda brought over this Lalique bag earlier which contained the pyjamas. The pyjamas are sort of light bluish greyish in colour, and they are very soft, smooth and comfortable.
I'm gonna hang this up for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm gonna bring up the bed now for you.
Okay.
Have a small pillow here. So I'm back.
By now I'm sure you can all see why I call her lovely Linda. She's so attentive and has such lovely mannerisms. The bed measures in at 27 inches in width and 76 inches in length, and the bedding is also provided by Lalique, which includes 2 plump pillows. I am quite a fussy sleeper when it comes to having the right duvet and pillows. I don't quite agree with the other reviews I've seen online where they call for more bedding options. I think this was very comfortable. This is what the bed looked like once Linda finished it. Linda also very kindly offered to film me sleeping so that you get to see what it looks like. Again, thank you very much, Linda. So you've seen the pyjamas and the bed, and later we'll look at the amenity kit bag from Lalique, but here's a look at the slippers. Surprisingly, the slippers didn't match the colour of the pyjamas, but more importantly, they were comfortable, and remember, this is just for a flight on a plane. So, in my opinion, they were good quality and comfortable. At the front of the suites cabin are 2 washrooms, and we're going to check out both. We'll start by looking at the one on the right, which is the bigger of the 2. I like the way it's decorated, and the features include a changing table for babies. There's a nice little plant in the corner, of course you've got your toilet, and there's a nice little vanity area for people wanting to get ready. As you would expect, there are amenities everywhere, some hidden in this drawer, and again to the right, and then further behind next to the sink. The amenities do include things like wipes, dental kits, shaving and shaving foam. There was also one of the largest sinks I've seen on an airplane with a well lit mirror above, great for shaving or doing your makeup. Of course, you've got a coat hook and another full-length mirror. On this journey and aircraft, there was onboard Wi-Fi. If you're like me and you use a VPN, make sure you turn this off first, otherwise you might have difficulty connecting. Connecting is easy, just pop your details in and away you go. I think this has to be the most generous Wi-Fi offering across any airline. Passengers travelling in suites and business class receive unlimited complimentary Wi-Fi, and passengers in the PRS Club and their supplementary card member, as well as Krisflyer members, receive complimentary unlimited Wi-Fi whether travelling in premium economy or economy. That's incredible. Personally, I found the speeds to be very good. To test it out, I went over to the BBC's website, which would have a lot of links, text and graphics, and that will give you an idea on the speeds. If you're not travelling in first class or business class, and you're not a PRS member or Krisflyer, the prices are also quite reasonable. Prices are based on US dollar currency and started at $3.99 for a 1-hour package and went up to $15.99 for a full flight. Prices are subject to change, so head over to SingaporeAir.com's website and check out the latest prices before your flight. I was now hungry, so I ordered my first meal, which was breakfast. It started off with some fruit, and I was so happy to see blueberries, strawberry and mango. It was delicious and refreshing. The main course consisted of a hot plate of scrambled egg, asparagus, chickpea and a vegetable dumpling. This was a well-balanced meal and cooked to perfection. The scrambled egg was just on point. The breakfast also included cornflakes, pastries and bread, but I am trying to lose some weight, and I know you're going to laugh at that based on the number of glasses of champagne I drink, but I opted to have a mushroom soup and portobello mushroom sandwich. The mushroom soup was so delicious, and the flight attendant was so kind and offered to make me another one. I never have tea or coffee when I'm on a flight, so I opted to have champagne. However, this wasn't the Krug champagne served when boarding, and the reason for this is, unlike Cathay Pacific, who take 4 bottles on board for their 6 first-class passengers, Singapore Airlines only take on board 1 bottle, and once finished you'd have a choice of these 2 bottles, which are also very good quality. We'll now check out the amenity bag, or as the lovely Linda says,
toiletry pouch.
of course her way is better and more entertaining. The amenity is provided by Lalique. In the closet by the suite door were your eye shades and socks. Both were very soft and comfortable, but I noticed that the eye shades didn't have the Singapore branding on them. The amenity bag included lip balm, body lotion, facial mist and eau de toilette. Let's now check out the in-flight entertainment, and we'll start by sitting in the chair and swiveling it towards the TV. Next, we'll swivel the TV towards a chair. We'll start by looking at the headphones. Singapore Airlines has teamed up with Bang & Olufsen, who are renowned for their high-quality products in the entertainment area. The headphones are found in their case, and as you open the case, the first thing you'll see are earpiece covers, which gives you added protection and hygiene. The headphones are noise cancelling and very nicely designed. I love the silver discs on the outside. Both the headband and earpieces are also very soft, and they made it idiot proof to tell you which one to wear on which ear. They actually look and feel brand new, and no, you cannot take them home. Unfortunately, they are just for the flight. Simply just putting them on and not even plugging them in started drowning out the background noise, but once plugged in, the quality was superb. To control and select your entertainment option, you can use the handheld controller found in your armrest. This, however, wasn't user-friendly for someone like me who is 99% blind. You could also choose to use the tablet, but again for me this was a no-go. So this meant the only option for me was to sit on the bed right in front of the TV and tap it directly. The TV itself is 32 inches and is flat and a touchscreen. If you want to make it easy to browse the entire selection, then follow this tip. For example, if you wanted to search the entire movie selection simply by swiping left, then tap the main heading at the bottom of the screen called Movies. This will then become underlined. Tap it again and that will then bring up the entire selection and you'll be able to swipe left, and the same applies for TV and so on. So far we just checked out the movies. Let's now check out the TV selection, including the kids and of course comedies, my favourite. You can also easily switch to looking at the route map and the details of your flight. Whilst the screen is a touchscreen, it didn't allow me to pinch, zoom or change the viewing angle. I tried also loading this on the tablet, which failed to load entirely. And as it's too small for me to see, I'm not sure if the control fan in the armrest offers any additional functionality. Also, I noticed there weren't any external cameras. If you like to read, you can head over to the e-library where there's a ton of selection. Now the selection is so large that I'm going to have to show you the entire selection at the end of this video, so if you do want to check it out, then make sure you check it out at the end of the video. I started to feel a bit peckish, so I ordered some champagne and some snacks.
Thank you. Thank you. So sweet.
Earlier I showed you the larger bathroom which was on the right, and it's now time to look at the smaller one on the left, and straight away you'll see it's not small by all means. The only difference with this washroom is that this washroom doesn't contain the vanity mirror. However, the decoration and amenities are the same. It's now time for another fun fact. Did you know that the Airbus A380 can carry over 800 passengers, as it's a full double-decker plane with 2 levels of seating? Its tail is as tall as a 6-story building, and its wingspans just over 261 feet, which is wider than the length of the aircraft itself. The aircraft is so big it has a takeoff weight of just over £1 million. It's around UK lunchtime now, so I asked the cabin crew to prepare my dinner.
And before we start the dinner proper,
Okay.
I'm going to leave it here for you.
Sure. Thank you.
Is there sauce?
Yeah. Japanese style starter and some teriyaki sauce. Simple but nice.
You will give you dinner?
Definitely.
Yes?
Yes. Thank
Leave it
you.
open for a while.
Okay, sure.
Let me take this.
I'm sure you will all agree that she is very sweet and attentive. So my starters consisted of a salad, which was mozzarella cheese with some cucumber and tomato. It was very nice and refreshing and perfect. I also had some garlic bread on the side, which was very nice. The second course was a cream of tomato soup, and again which was delicious. I'm not normally a fan of soups, but I have to say both the mushroom soup and tomato soup was amazing. This is Kelly, another really nice flight attendant who brought me over a plant-based meatball pasta, and of course I topped it up with some more champagne.
Are you enjoying everything so far, Mr.
The flight is going too fast. I need to spend another 14 hours on this plane.
Are you enjoying it then?
This was then followed up with a selection of cheeses like blue cheese, cheddar and so on. There's some grapes, crackers and dried fruit.
Hello. Hello.
Baby.
Thank you.
This will be your dessert, the fruit jelly.
Ah,
Fresh fruit jelly. Please enjoy.
thank you so much.
This is a typical Asian dessert which I'm not too keen on, but it was a wonderful meal overall, and after all of that food I was so stuffed I had to have a little nap before landing. The cabin crew was so nice that they didn't close my bed until right at the end, just before landing. In a few moments I'm going to show you the in-flights menu available on this flight. However, before I do, I want to talk about Book the Cook. This is a service that has a specific menu which is available prior to your departure. On this menu you'll find some exquisite dishes which may not be available during your flight, but if your taste buds desire these, you can pre-book these prior to departure at least 24 hours in advance. The menu is the same for passengers travelling in business or first, and premium economy has their own version. Now we'll take a look at the in-flight menu. This menu shows the meals available on this flight if you'd not pre-selected a special meal.
Is it okay if I clear the bed?
I tried to make it a bit easier.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hello.
Open the door for the landing.
Sure.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
So this makes clearance very fast.
But I have a British passport.
Oh, okay.
Does that make any difference?
You see whether the card works better or okay, or your passport is better.
As you can probably tell from the service I've received and also the comments I've made during the flight, this was my best flight I've ever had and it was so amazing. I also have the Singapore app downloaded on my phone, and being 99% blind, I was so grateful that it told me exactly where to collect my luggage as I can't see the boards in the airport terminal. I'm now going to show you the rest of the e-library, but I just wanted to say that I'm very impressed with Singapore Airlines. In my view, they've thought of all the small little touches and little things that make the passenger's journey exceptional. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you did, please click the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos on travel, hotels and flights. Hope to see you again next time. Thank you for watching.